What's up? This is Besties Nation here, and haven't been updated on videos in quite a while, and especially haven't made any Asperger syndrome video in quite a while. The reason that is because, well, the reason I haven't been doing Asperger syndrome videos in quite a while is because people have been downloading my videos and playing them in school, like in class, to make fun of me. I get bullied at school, well, did get bullied, but I don't much anymore, but I did a little while ago, and that little while ago, right, like I've been bullied for like 3 non-stop years. I mean, it was non-stop, it didn't stop at all, and now it's just recently stopped and I don't get bullied anymore, which is really good, and hopefully by next year the bullying will be completely gone. Anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Asperger syndrome and the effects it has on different people. Now, when I said people with Asperger syndrome have bad eye contact, not everybody with Asperger syndrome has bad eye contact. I used to, I don't anymore. Let's think. There's been a lot of people saying to me that that it was very silly or stupid of me to say that it was nonsense when I said that people with Asperger syndrome will have bad eye contact. Well, not really, because there are some people that do have bad eye contact and that they can't actually look at people directly because they're too shy to look. Like, I think it's because they thought I was meaning like people with Asperger syndrome have eye problems. I wasn't meaning that. I wasn't meaning people with Asperger syndrome have bad vision. But I will give you one thing. I have bad vision, that's why I wear glasses. Anyways, but I'm not meaning like, I wasn't meaning that you have people with Asperger syndrome have eye problems that could make you go blind. No, I wasn't meaning that. I was meaning some people with Asperger syndrome find it hard to look at people straight in the eye because they're too scared in case of what their reaction might be. Like, for example, what are you looking at? That's what I cannot be scared of looking at them with. And also, when they ask me a question, if I give them a funny look, they might think I'm wanting to fight with them or something like that. They might think I'm wanting. They might think that is an offence. They might take it offensive the way I'm looking at them. And believe it or not, when people give you a funny look, that's like the sign that they're wanting to fight with you. So yeah, I don't kind of blame people for actually being aware that you're looking at them in a funny way. But that's sort of why people with Asperger syndrome find it hard to look at people, because, and also people with Asperger syndrome get paranoid to think, I mean, like we tend to think that everyone, or like most people, are gonna hurt us when they're really not. I mean, not everyone's like that, but a lot of people with Asperger syndrome are like that, where they think everyone is against them and then people want to hurt them. Anyways, there's also a couple major problems where people with Asperger syndrome find it hard to listen, and that's the problem I've got, and that's the problem why I got bullied. That's the reason why I got bullied. That's why people didn't really like me, because I wouldn't really listen to them properly, and so that's sort of why. And also they thought that I was being ignorant just because I wasn't listening. There was times where I couldn't, and I have problems at school because of that, like with learning, because I can't listen properly. Like, I'm like really easy to, I'm not that hard to speak with. I'm actually quite easy. People can understand me. You could probably understand me in the camera as I'm talking. So, when you are watching this video, you probably be able to understand what I'm saying. Well, maybe not, because I've got a strange accent, but I have got a strange accent, so forgive me if I'm kind of hard to understand because of my strange accent, because I come from a certain area that's pretty not well known. So, anyways, what else was I going to talk about? But the listening skills is really a big problem for me, because teachers think I'm not listening, and they think I'm being ignorant and all that, when I'm not. I really find it hard to listen, because I sort of daydream. And another problem that other people with Asperger syndrome have is basically when they're fixated on something, they will pretty much talk about it and they just won't stop. That's when it gets sort of boring. That's what us Aspies sort of hate. That's what we're like. So, I don't know if that's been a problem. Well, in fact, yes, it has, because when I'm speaking to my mum will sort of tell me to shut up when I'm fixated on something. Most people with Asperger syndrome also have problems with focusing on multiple tasks at the same time. But nobody's really actually multitask, but you kind of get what I mean. Is that we tend to. That's also the reason why we don't stop going on about a subject. That's why we get fixated, is because we can only focus on one thing at a time, and that's why we tend to bore people, because we don't stop talking about it. Also, people with Asperger syndrome are kind of talented. I feel like a lot of them only have one talent, but there are people that have more than one talent. I mean, you can get people with Asperger syndrome that can multitask, like me, for example. Because I've got like about 5 talents, maybe. One is drawing, like art and all that sort of stuff. Another is photography, and another is filming, like what I'm doing right now, and another is acting, drama, you know what I mean. And what else? I think that I'm just gonna say that's 4, because it's not 5. I mean, I'm not really sure of any other talent I've got. I was good at running, but eventually I gained weight, and then I just wasn't that fast anymore. So I wasn't that fit in school, so that's why I sit in a computer quite a lot of my life. But I do have friends, but not. I'd still get bullied in a way as well. I mean, just because I have friends doesn't mean to say I don't get bullied, because I do. But anyways, that's gotta hate to be it, or should I say, that's gonna have to be it. Like, hate is basically have to in my accent. That's the way we say have to, is hate. It's probably weird, isn't it? Anyways, please like and subscribe, and check out a few of my friends' channels, like Insane Cakes and Dark Pro FS, because we're gonna be doing, because all three of us are gonna be doing like vines, so we'll pretty much be looking forward to that. And well, peace.